Hi, my people. It's Sharon again, and welcome back to the Salem Podcast. This is very special to say, but this is the last episode of the year, being released on the last day of the year. And 6 months ago, I took the bold step of pressing record for the very first time. So, no big plan, no fancy setup, just my laptop and one crazy mic that I got. So, just a lot of thoughts, a lot of convictions, prayers, a lot of procrastination, to be honest, and a deep desire to, create a safe space for conversations that are really honest about life, faith, love, growth, and becoming all that the Lord has asked you to be. And somehow we're here. 6 months, 6 months, 6 months of showing up, 6 months of saying what's in everybody's mind. 6 months of messages from people saying, "This felt like you were talking directly to me." And I just really want to thank God. I do not take it lightly at all. All the, "Oh, I listened to your podcast. Oh, I like what you said. But I think it's correct. But I think it's not correct." I do not take any one of it for granted. I'm so glad that you guys have listened in. I personally, I do not feel the most confident about hearing my own voice. But I think I'm not the only one. A lot of creators feel like that too. I'm just happy that you love me enough to want to listen to what I have to say. So thank you. You know, this year did not necessarily give all the answers that I would have wanted. But I must admit that it gave clarity in the most unexpected places. It taught me that obedience does not always have to come with confidence. And showing up, being consistent, matters more than being perfect. That God really does meet you in those small, quiet yeses. You say yes, so He meets you there. You go to the next day and you say yes again, He meets you even in a bigger way. You know, and a lot of the episodes this year came from joy, came from confusion, came from a lot of things that even I myself did not really understand in those moments. But if there's one thing I can tell you that it came from, because I came from God. It came from God. And it came from the deepest part of my heart, talking honestly to you. And I'm really glad that you stayed. I'm glad that you listened. I'm glad that you shared. And it means more to me than you can probably think about. This episode, I know it seems like I'm just talking a lot about you guys. Yes. This episode is really about saying thank you. It's really about saying thank you. So whether you found the Salem Podcast on Spotify, on Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, YouTube, I'm just very grateful that you found it. By the way, if I forget to mention, if you are watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Please subscribe. The channel, the name is the Salem Podcast with Sharon Babashola, and subscribing would actually help me reach more people that may need this. Okay, thank you. So I want to do something special to celebrate these 6 months. I want to do something that feels a little bit more personal. So in smaller spaces and in previous times, I've held a few clarity sessions, personal sessions with me, where it's just a small intentional space where I get to listen to what each person has to say. I get to listen, like they pour out their hearts, and for some, I just only listen. For some, I am able to just say to them whatever the Lord will have me say. And I'm putting that out to celebrate our 6 months. I'm going to have a clarity session. It's personalized, so it's not a matter of coming and meeting other people on the same call. So it's going to be online, obviously. So if you want to pause, you want to reflect, you want to ask the hard questions, as we step into the new year tomorrow. So that's one thing I really want to do. So I'm opening the chance for some of you to be a part of that. Mind you, this is, I don't know if I'll say top secret, but I'm not putting this out to the public. I'm putting it out for just you guys that listen to this podcast as a way of saying thank you. You've given me your time and your energy, and I want to give you something back. Okay, so the link to register is going to be in the description. It's going to be in the description. So if it's something that you want, please fill out the form and we'll schedule a time. While we're on this thing that I'm doing, I also want to say that I'm also going to be opening a chance in very soon anyways for some of you to be part of an upcoming episode where you can share your thoughts, reflections, lessons from 2025, right? So I've not decided what month that's gonna be, but I think we can record in advance. So again, if it's something that you'd be interested in, fill out the form. So the form serves two purposes: either the clarity session or the featuring in an episode. So just fill out the form and I'll reach out to you. Please note that selections will be limited. I may not be able to get to everybody, but again, never know until you try. And I really value the fact that you are going to want to do this. So please fill out the form and then we take it from there. Okay? We're stepping into 2026 in barely 24 hours. And as we step into the new year, I just pray for you guys that you trust God even with the parts of your life that you feel are still very unclear, that are still unfolding. I pray that you see yourself as God sees you. I pray that you do not rush yourself. You do not force clarity, right? I pray that you don't have a better yesterday. I pray that even when sinners entice you, you do not consent. Your eyes are fixed on the very things your eyes need to be fixed on. And 2026 is much better than 2025 was. Thank you guys so much for these 6 months. Thank you for working with me. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for liking. When there were still comments, people used to comment. I don't know what happened to Spotify, but okay. So, thank you. I could say thank you for the rest of this episode, and this is still not be enough to express how I feel. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. It's a podcast, but at the same time, it's not a podcast. It's also a community. And in the midst of talking to you guys, I found answers myself. So I'm very happy that you've done this with me. I really hope to see you in the new year. And yeah, again, I'm going to put my email in the description. If there's anything whatsoever, this is like an open check. Anything whatsoever you like to talk about. So maybe you need someone to give a listening ear. Maybe you need sound counsel. Maybe you need prayers. Anything. Put my email in the description and we take it from there. Thank you guys so much for listening. It is Sharon on the Salem Podcast. See you next time and Happy New Year. Bye.